Pretty good day. It's Wednesday, it's 1:15 in the afternoon. It's 75, 80 degrees. It's nice and sunny, which is a big change from what the weather has been over the last week. And I don't have to work today. So it's a pretty good day. I took the day off and brought my bike in to get serviced. It was due for its 500-mile service, and on my Yamaha R3 I did my first service myself. The dealership wanted $300-400 to do basically an oil change and a chain adjustment. But with this, when I negotiated the sale of the bike, part of that negotiation was they agreed to do the first service for free, which is normally $300-400. So I just brought it in, and the one thing that I told them about, they asked, how's things going with the bike, and I said it's been fantastic, I love it. But the one thing I've been dealing with is it has stalled on me 5 or 6 times, typically when I'm downshifting. Once when I was taking off, when you pull away from a stop sign, if you mess up your clutch work, you can stall the bike. It looked like that, but that's not what had happened at all. Whenever I blipped the throttle just slightly, usually when I'm, rev matching on a downshift, the bike once in a while would just cut out, just stop, and I'd have to restart it. Not a huge deal, but shouldn't be happening on a brand new $15,000 bike. And it's not a big deal when you're downshifting to a stop, but if you need to get out of somebody's way real quick, that could be a serious problem. So I brought it to them, and they are about an hour and a half away from my house, taking all back roads. I didn't want to take the tollways and the freeways and all that. So I planned my appointment out 3-4 weeks ago, kept my fingers crossed that I'd have good weather. The weather held out. In fact, yesterday was crappy. Today's perfect. So all the stars aligned, and I brought my bike in and hung out there for about 2 hours. Bought a new pair of gloves while I was there, which is pretty cool. And now I'm on my way home. Everybody in the forum said that what would need to happen is during the first service they put a different tune on the bike. They plug into the ECU and they download a new tune from Triumph, and that takes care of the cutout stalling issue that some people have been seeing. This bike has the newest tune on it. There was no need to download a new tune, so they didn't have to update the ECU at all. But what they did have to do is they had to sync the throttle bodies, which normally does not need to be done until 10,000 miles. I've only been on the bike for about 15 minutes now, and I can tell you it feels completely different. I am in road mode, and the bike feels like it's in sport mode. I don't know how far out of whack those throttle bodies were, but this bike is way more lively, and I can feel the response difference just in road mode. Just revving it a little bit, coming off from a stop, the bike feels way, way better. So I'm happy. I'm pretty happy. They said that if it stalls again, keep an eye on it. If it stalls more than once, call them immediately, bring it in, and they'll take a look at the bike again. So they've been fantastic. They've been good guys. The funny thing is, and I kind of chuckled at this in the shop, when I bought the bike, they offer you loyalty points. They give you a point. They give you points back on any purchases, including your motorcycle purchase. So 5% of any purchase you get back in points. They also give you points for signing up for their loyalty program with the dealership. So when it was all said and done, when I was done buying the Thruxton, I had 800 loyalty points. Now I will not buy a fairing this year because it's $1,000 and it's very expensive. Maybe next year. But if I got $800 to put toward a fairing, $200 isn't a bad deal. So I went in there today and I'm like, listen, I'm really thinking about getting the fairing for the front of the bike. And I'm like, yeah, that looks really good. You should totally do it. And I said, well, with my loyalty points, it's only going to cost me a couple of $100. And he looked at me kind of funny, and he says, "You got like $25 worth of points." And I said, "No, they told me I got 800 points." And he said, "Yeah, and that converts to about $25. So you buy a $15,000 motorcycle and you get a $25 coupon." So I was kind of bummed out to learn that. I guess the fairing is still out of reach for now. But, you know, I did buy a pair of $70 gloves for $45. It's not all bad. I have absolutely no idea where I am. I am somewhere in the beautiful state of Connecticut. I don't know what it is. I've heard there's some really nice parts of Connecticut, but the parts I've seen, they're kind of run down. Now, to be fair, I'm from Massachusetts, and there's some rundown parts there too, but I also see some beautiful stuff. And, yeah, this particular area looks a little whacked out. When we get a little further down, the roads open up a little bit, and there's less traffic. It's just windy country road, and that really is beautiful. But this particular area is a little meh. But I have no idea where I'm going, and that's why I'm wearing my Scorpion helmet. It's got my Sena 10C on it, so I can pipe directions into my helmet and figure out where I'm going through Waze. I just bought an XG100. Really like the helmet, but I actually haven't even ridden with it yet because, again, the bike was due for service. I didn't want to put any more miles on it, and the weather's been crappy, and I've just been waiting for this day. But not having any idea where I was going, I was going to have to wear a headset, like some Apple earbuds or something, and hook up to my phone. And in the XG, you know, it hasn't broken in yet. It's brand new. It fits so tight that it really hurt my ears. So anyway, I'm in my Scorpion today. It's a nice comfy helmet. Gets lots of air. It's a little windy, but who cares? And that's it. I'm just going to enjoy my ride home. I'm in no hurry to get there. It's a beautiful day. My bike's working perfectly. It sounds great. It's running tip-top. Couldn't ask for a better situation. So that's that. I hope everybody's enjoying the good weather, getting out for a ride today. And if you're as lucky as I am, maybe you even got the day off. I think I'm going to go find me some lunch. And I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.